Hey guys, it's brandinimojo with Brandini Oracle and Healing. Today I wanted to come to you guys with a video. I haven't been around in a while. Undergoing some changes and I've been manifesting my rear off. So now that I am starting to move into more of the things that I'm aligned with on my path right now, I wanted to talk with you guys a little bit about what I've been learning over the last few months since the last time I did a live. A lot of the things that we have collectively been going through lately have brought up a lot of internal tower moments, about our life's journey, about some of the love partners that we have encountered throughout our journey. And what I'm being called to attention to right now is based on personal experience as a twin flame. I've come into a lot of snags in my growth process that have kind of been illuminated to me as a blockage in my progress on this journey, as far as being able to fully connect with myself and fully connect with the understanding of what twin flames really are, what we are to each other, what we are, within ourselves, especially within ourselves. The thing is I have been drawn to the idea that some of us out there are under some serious illusions about who our twin flames really are, or if they are, a part of this distorted vision that we've, been telling ourselves since we discovered the energies that prompted us to understand or come into contact with the fact that we are on a twin flame journey. What I want to talk about today is, the devil card in specific, when we talk about the devil card in tarot. And, I was guided to actually dig out my Rider-Waite deck so that I can better explain this and why I'm here doing this video. So, sorry about that. Just give me a second. I was going to do this before I actually started the live, but I was trying to I had so many decks of cards, guys. Guided to do this video to kind of illuminate maybe some different aspects than what we're used to, because a lot of the videos that I've watched over the last 9 months, a lot of the twin flame readers, twin flame part of the collective of intuitives, I agree wholeheartedly with a lot of the channelings, for the collective, from divine. But I'm also being guided to do this reading a little bit differently than most readers do, because of the new things that I'm discovering and understanding, coming to the understanding and understanding on my journey. And from what I've kind of witnessed in the journeys of others, having friends and having connections to other readers that are highly intuitive. Most of them are prophets and priests and priestess energies in their own right, But I wanted to touch on a different topic of twin flames, which goes back to what I was trying to say about the devil card. I'm going to find him right quick, because I want to show you. There he is right there at the bottom. That's funny. Here's the very first card. Um, what I want to illuminate is the fact that in the devil card, we always see, no matter what depiction it is, we see the twin flames here in chains. Okay. The devil has some control. Let me explain to you, okay? For those of you that don't know, twin flames are two, like one soul that was split during their incarnation, okay? Which means that there is one soul split in half, and each person, the masculine and the feminine entities, carry one half of the soul of the twins, right? Which makes them twins. The thing about our journey is that in all truth, it really is about looking within, because our purpose here and the contracts that we signed um, before our reincarnations, or before our carnations here, we signed a contract to come to Earth to actually be on a mission, um, to spiritually guide and lead others into their conscious awakening. Okay. Which makes the twin flames very, very strong individuals. And I'm going to say that almost all of us are pretty much on a twin flame journey. We're just on them at different times through our incarnations here. In some lifetimes, the twins may not always come together in complete and full union. And sometimes, and most oftentimes in incarnations, we are connected through multiple past lives, if not all of them. Some of these lives, we may not have ever come in contact with our twin flame, which is why we have soulmate connections. We all have soulmate connections in order to lessons in life, through the ups and downs. Um, but the thing about twin flames is, and why we're here and why we exist, is the fact that we are here to raise the conscious vibration of this planet and to help the people, the human beings, come into their ascensions. So this is a part of what twin flames are purposed to do here when they sign their contracts to come into incarnations here. The reason why I wanted to talk to you guys about the devil, and why I wanted to do this reading, is because the connection to the devil, why the devil always pops up in our readings, is because for those of us that are being reminded that we have to go through the processes that we go through in order to let go and free ourselves. It's about freeing ourselves of the chains that the devil has over our journey, because there's always going to be some intervention in the twins' lives here on Earth, or throughout their journey here. A lot of this purpose is not necessarily to keep the twin flames from their purpose, but it's more or less to actually push the twin flames to actually go within and break the chains within the self, and learn how to magically and master and alchemize the energy that you possess from within. Okay. I felt very drawn and very guided to do this reading, because we're constantly reminded that every time we complete a cycle, we begin a new cycle, and it's about another test. Um, it's about another level of accomplishment. And this is the energy that's usually always in the opposition when we are looking overall at the whole entire situation of the things that we've gone through and our connections to other people, what it's teaching us, and how we learn how to free ourselves from the ties that bind, this shit that doesn't serve us, for the highest good. What the devil does in all of his grand illusions, and this is the main thing that I want to talk about, the twin flame dynamic And what a lot of readers channel is just a one collective, one viewed view of what the twin flame journey is and what the devil actually represents with us on this journey. I wanted to clarify, this is just, something that I have channeled. It does not have to resonate with everyone, but my channeled message in all of this about the devil card and why he always pops up on a journey when we are going through another round of tests and trials and errors, and what his position actually is as the teacher in our lives. Okay, there are a lot of men out there and women that will be thrown into a twin flames path whenever we are going through different tests and trials and errors. A lot of these people are going to represent and embody the lower level energies that the devil possesses, and what I really want to talk about is the master of illusions. The devil is the master of illusions, especially for twin flames. Why? Because the twin flame journey is all about spirituality. And if you think about the story of Job and how, the devil made a wager with the creator, to put Job through the trials and errors, to see where his faith lied within. And, he goes through these trials and tribulations. He loses everything. He goes through so much pain and so much suffering, which is usually what the twin flames wind up going through on their personal spiritual journeys. That's the whole part of the twin flame purpose. Okay, so when you come into the notion that you're on a twin flame journey and you get to that point where you're fixated on a specific outcome and what you think within your bounds of control or within your ideas of codependency, or what you think that love and what your connection of a twin flame journey should be like. I mean, that the twin flame connection throughout the energy is strong. You're bound together, you know but a lot of us get stuck in the same paradox, and this is what I'm doing this video for, is to give twin flames or anybody that's on a spiritual journey more clarification as to why this energy exists and why we need it in the opposition, why we need it to keep the balance, why we need it to restore order to chaos. It's a whole paradox of energy to actually bring your twin flame in. It's really not about the healing. It's really not about unions and separations, et cetera, et cetera. But to fixate the idea that your actual divine masculine or your actual divine feminine would be an energy that you have to endure in an in and out kind of situation may not necessarily always be true. What you're asked to do on a twin flame journey is to truly go within the self and discern what your connection really is, okay? And you do that from within. Those of us that actually read cards and we channel messages to you guys and to the collective, a lot of us, we channel these messages from spirit, but I think over these last couple of months and watching the readings that I watch, I watch a lot of readers, some very, very good readers. I watch Kurt from, oh my gosh, Twin Flame All Stars. I also watch Stephanie from Just Keep Swimming 1111, Queen of Light 1111. I also watch Erica Elmutes, which she is very awesome. She's an amazing intuitive coach. I watch Fiery Grace a lot. I've been following Fiery Grace for the last 9 months, and she's an amazing prophetess and priestess. So a lot of these readers are very highly intuitive and very much above the 5D level that some of us are used to sitting in. But the thing that I think Fiery Grace a lot of times, and this is why I love her readings, because she always will bring up topics to her viewers about the fact that a lot of us can truly get snagged into false twin flame situations where we're completely fixated on a certain person. But the fact of the matter is that the reason why the devil card comes up in a lot of our lessons, especially when we go through an ascension, and then here he is, putting more trials and tribulations before the twin flames. Okay, some of us actually, in all actuality, know that we're on the journey, and we may have come into contact with some human beings that have resonated with us as the twin flame energy, but weren't necessarily the twin flame energy. Why? Because this is the whole dynamic, really. The energy of opposition and polar opposites is really this devil energy here, trying to keep the twin flames bound, but he's also trying to keep them separated. He's also trying to keep them from coming into union, because when two twin flame souls actually do come into union and they do learn how to alchemize and master the paradox of energy between them and learn how to balance the scales and actually come into union, it makes us very, very powerful beings. I think about how so very powerful some of us in separation actually really are. As individuals, we're highly intuitive, we're entrepreneurs, we have a lot going for us. We are, very, very psychic, very, very connected, very, very empathetic. We've all been through these um, very, very torturous situations in order to force our awakening, in order to open up our eyes, open up our third eye and our crown chakras. And, a lot of us have been through some pretty brutal shit, whether it's divine feminines or divine masculines. Okay. Now, this is the thing that I want to bring to your attention, and why so many of us remain stuck. It's because we have such a hard time letting go of the past that sometimes these kinds of energies become an illusion and we become stuck in them. And it's what the devil is actually here to teach us, to go within and think about, you know, this energy here and what it truly means, and think about, okay, well, this is what I think about. Okay. I'm just going to give you my own personal thoughts right off the top of my head because this is what I'm being guided to do. Okay. I think all the time, I've watched these readings back and forth where they talk about how the divine masculine is always in and out in this specific energy of being the runner in the situation. And a lot of the divine masculines have been read to be in third party situations and going through karmic cycles and, et cetera, you name it. Okay. While the divine feminine is being forced to go within and heal and be the leader in energy to change the shifts in energy to actually attract the masculine to come home. But what I truly feel is like happening in so many dynamics that are kind of being overlooked at the moment is the fact that um, what I feel deep down, and maybe this may not resonate for everybody, but I feel like this definitely resonates for me, is the truth of my divine masculine is somebody that I have actually never met before, but somebody that when I envision myself on this journey, I envision my divine masculine being in the same illusions, stuck in the same trials and errors as I am. I feel like my divine masculine deep down is very much like me as a twin, of course, because he is part of my soul. Um, I feel like my divine masculine is not in the energy of being um I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. I don't feel like my divine masculine puts himself in karmic situations on purpose. I feel like my divine masculine and a lot of you guys' divine masculines out there may be in third party situations, but it's because of the karmic situations they're in. We may or may not have met them. Some of us may have met our divine masculines, but for those of us that are actually in separation, I really feel like my guides are urging me to tell you guys to start actually detaching a little bit more from who you might think your divine masculine is, because the devil is the master of illusions. You know, you may be actually trying to call in your soulmate because, he may look a certain way, or he may feel a certain way, or he may be fitting the description of what you may want in a masculine. But the devil is going to throw those illusions in your face to keep you stuck. And some of us actually may be stuck to someone from our past who actually was in and out of these third party situations and going through these karmic cycles, but we're stuck to these human beings, because that's what the devil would naturally want for a twin flame to actually go through. And that's why we're being asked to go within, truly, truly go within and start to use our own intuition and our own discernment to actually be able to detach from these chains and from these illusions that the devil may actually be throwing up in our faces right now. Because what if our divine masculines or our divine feminines were really just like us, and they were really just going through all of these false things and false situations with these false people? What if our divine masculines and our divine feminines are truly, truly our actual mirror of the self? Like, what if, even in separation, our twins are actually just going through the same shit and discernment that we are, just because this is what's really going on? What if these people that we have thought were our DMs and thought were our DFs weren't really, and we're really just blocking the connections because we're feeling stuck in these illusions, which is why a lot of these readings always get the devil cards, or they always get these cards of, third party situations. And yeah, we're all dealing with third party situations because we're all stuck and fixated on a specific person. We're all stuck and fixated on a specific outcome. And that's part of our control issues. And that's what the devil wants, right? The devil wants the twins to be under his control. The devil wants the twins to feel this longing and feel this separation and feel this connection to each other while they're in separation. But he's also going to be the master of illusions in a lot of our cases, because he doesn't want the twins, or this energy does not want the twins in all paradoxes to come together. So I am urging the collective to really, 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 really go within and really, really discern your situation and think to yourselves, ask yourselves, okay, is my twin really this person that comes in and out, in and out, in and out all the time because they're stuck in third party situations? Or are we all kind of under the illusion that this is what is happening with our twin flames? And I know in some cases this is the case, but in some cases it isn't. So a lot of us would really, really have to go within and use our discernment to truly figure out, okay, well, are these soulmate connections that I've been through, these people that have taught me all these lessons about myself and taught me how to go within, each one of them, each one of these past lovers may have the same, like, you know, connections or similarities or synchronicities with one another. If you think about it, those of us that are on a twin flame journey, a lot of the relationships that we have endured and suffered and learned to heal from and had to do much, much introspection through, a lot of them, have been like the same kind of repetitive kind of situations over and over, just different people. And wouldn't it be the devil's purpose to want to keep you in an illusionary time loop? Because we are in the fourth dimension, right? We are in the fourth dimension, and is one of those things that we cannot get back. So a lot of us get stuck in these paradoxes, and a lot of us get stuck in these cycles because maybe we're not seeing through the tricks of the master of illusion. And that's why a lot of us pull the high priestess card a lot in some of these readings, why the high priestess knows things, but she's also quite secretive. And it's like you have to find out what the high priestess wants you to know when the high priestess wants you to know it. But the high priestess, if you ever pull the high priestess in a reading, the high priestess is always asking us to go within and trust our intuition, trust who we really are, to see beyond the illusions, to see with our third eyes, to see beyond all of this confusion of the Seven of Cups, which is a lot of why we get these cards in our readings. Seeing beyond illusions, okay? What we're always asked to go in when we get the Seven of Cups in our readings is we have to go in and use our discernment and utilize that energy of the high priestess, because why? If we don't, this is the kind of energy that the devil wants to keep us trapped in. This right here, being confused, being on cloud nine, not knowing which want in the cup that we want to choose or that we want to understand about ourselves and about our twin flame connections or about our twin flame journeys, period. This is a very, very potent energy. And I've found myself in these time loops multiple times with the same kind of situations keeping me bound and keeping me trapped. Just like it's keeping you guys bound and keeping you guys trapped in some of this energy where you are collectively confused. What is this twin flame really a journey about? Am I really supposed to be attached to someone who would break oaths, break contracts? Or would my twin flame be just like me, healing through all of this shit that we're going through, learning the lessons, going through his ascension process or her ascension process? You know, like, it's different for all of you guys. I understand that. The energies are what they are within the vessels that they are in. But I'm being guided to ask you guys to truly, truly go in depth in your twin flame journeys right now, because this energy is also here. I've seen it pop up in a lot of people's readings here lately. The Seven of Cups energy. For a lot of us, the Seven of Cups energy is going into the reverse effect because some of us are actually starting to see through the bullshit. Some of us are actually seeing what the fuck's going on right now. We're no longer clouded by our judgment. A lot of us are going within to the high priestess energy, and we are trusting and we are discerning through the illusions to actually see what is really going on within the twin flame dynamic and why we all feel stuck on these repetitive cycles, and why we're also being asked to truly go within and clear this shit out once and for all. You know, this is really about removing the illusions so that you can actually see clearly your twin flame connection, and understand that every twin flame connection and every twin flame journey is completely different. It is completely different from the time that you meet your twin flame to the time, you know, even to the things that you guys go through. Some of you guys may actually go through those dynamics where you come together and then your masculine, or, you know, all of a sudden starts, you know, ditching you because he has codependencies and he's trapped in his own fucked up energy, you know, which we all have fucked up energy. We all have energy of the distorted masculine and the distorted feminine. Okay. That's another illusion that the devil also would want to keep the twin flames in, to keep them stuck, to keep them obsessed. This is about obsession. This is about addictions. This is about codependencies. This is about sexual perversions, distorted masculine and distorted feminine energies. Okay. When you see the lovers card, they're not trapped by the devil. They're actually free. They're free to love. And this is about the ascension process for a divine masculine or a divine feminine, whether you are on a twin flame journey or you are on just in a soulmate connection, or whether you are just on a journey to understand yourself and how all this works. Okay. This is what this video is about and why they guided me to actually come and do this video for you guys after not being around for several months, because of the introspection that I've gone within and I've seen for myself and the downloads that I'm getting from my spirit guides and what I'm learning through the Akashic records, you know, in the way that universal energy actually works and the way that it actually works within us, and how to metaphysically actually change this dynamic. Because a lot of us are seriously under illusions, you know, and though I've even been guilty of channeling twin flame messages about third party situations, but I've also never been guided to ask you guys to go within and actually look at your situation and ask yourselves, you know, are you really wanting to be stuck to this in and out energy of being chained to somebody that really would not see your connection for what it really is, to not understand what your connection really is? Because I feel like when you truly come into connection with your divine counterpart, you guys know who the fuck you really are to each other. It really should not be an energy of much to discern through, you know. When you meet your twin flame, you're gonna fucking know this is your twin. And maybe this twin of yours really is out there fighting the same battles that you are, and you've never met each other, but you're fighting in this energy. You're fighting in this energy and you're magnetizing toward each other because you're actually doing the work. You're actually both healing. You're actually both cutting the bullshit, and you're actually both, you know, removing the illusions, because all of these other people that twin flames are connected to, we're asked to cut our karmic shit out. We're asked to cut out our codependencies. We're asked to, as individuals, break the chains and the ties that bind, to love ourselves and to actually understand that our twins are just like us in so many ways. We are not always a perfect energy match, but our energy is the same. The way that we think is very similar. Although we are divine feminines and divine masculines in difference, and females and masculine energies do think differently, of course. We do function slightly differently, but in all reality, our twin flames are going to mirror so many things about us. It's going to be like mind blowing. Like your twin may be astrally connecting to you through the 5D, and that's why you're wanting to put this connection to a face somewhere, which can often cause confusion when we run into a soulmate partner on our journey and they're meant to teach us a lesson, but we're clouded in this judgment because we have a certain expectation, or we have a certain want, or we have a certain need to control the outcome of things. So therefore we're not seeing past the illusion enough to actually let go of the chains that are holding us down to past lovers, so that we can't let the new in, so that we can't have new beginnings, so that that tower never comes. Because the devil doesn't want the towers to come. The devil wants you to live in that burning tower until it just completely crumbles. But when it completely crumbles, Every time we have a tower moment, every time we have an epiphany, or every time we learn a lesson, it's meant to remove all of this clutter out of our brains. And why so many of us get stuck, and why so many of us never come into union, is because we don't have the full understanding of what's really happening, or how to transmute it, or how to free ourselves of these thoughts, of these actions, of these illusions that keep us stuck and keep us from being able to have clarity. This is a pretty triggering thing to have to look at, especially for those of you that have dealt with false twin situations. If you've dealt with false twin situations and you are so confused about who your divine masculine is, you really need to go within, and you really need to discern whether or not it's somebody that you should detach from, or no, I mean, if it's somebody that you've actually never met before, and if you really need to go in and actually let go of all of your past connections to all of the lovers that you have ever received. Because what if this person is somebody that you've actually never met before? What if this person is somebody that would never hurt you because he's just like you, or she's just like you? This person would never hurt you. Your twin flame would never intentionally want to hurt you, ever. Your twin flame would not want to keep you stuck, because your twin flame doesn't want to be stuck any more than you do. Honestly. Your twin flame does not want to be stuck in this shit. Your twin flame, just as much as it irks you to be confused, it irks your twin flame to be confused. Just as much as you feel this energy of your twin flame on the 5D and you can't be with him or her, it does him or her the same exact way that it does you. That is why it is so important to go within the self, to evaluate this connection and understand that your twin flame is on the same journey that you're on, just in a different way, going through different things in his life, his or her life. The dynamics of your lives may be different. The things that you're dealing with may be different. The trials and tests and temptations that are being thrown in front of you may be different. But if you want to get unstuck from being here to going to here where you actually have clarity, know exactly who the devil is and what he does. He's the master of illusions. The master of illusions, which is why we're all being guided right now to go into the high priestess energy to truly end these cycles. We're being asked to go into the high priestess energy because we are manifestors, we are alchemists, we are magicians, we are priestesses, we are prophet. We're messiahs here to help you awaken and understand how these energies work within you, physically, emotionally, consciously, all of it. To look at every single aspect of universal possibilities. This is what we're meant to do. To free the lovers, to free the souls, so that they can ascend and rise with the angels, to rise with spirit. And I don't know why I guess I'm not pulling cards. Like, I'm just going through here and I'm pulling out specific cards that they want you to actually really, really look at. They really, really, really just want me to show you these specific cards. That way, when they pop up in readings, you'll start to get a better understanding. Maybe it might resonate with you a little bit more when you watch other readers do other videos, and some of these specific cards pop out. And if you have watched this video, and maybe you're going to listen to other readers actually tap exactly into what it is that I'm saying, and give you another piece of the message, because I feel like a lot of us are actually collectively putting this message together for you guys. It's just happening in different ways. It's just being channeled in different pieces and different spectrums. But it's basically all revolving around the same subject matter of there she is, the high priestess. The high priestess going in within the self. I don't know why they had me pull it. I'm okay. Getting ahead of myself. The high priestess and the devil, right? Okay. Either way, this is what can happen when we have this energy together. Okay. When we have the devil card, it's throwing up illusions. When you have the queen, or when you have the high priestess, and we know what she means in the reading about going within and tapping into your higher intuition in order to discern through the bullshit so that you can be clarified through this energy. Going into priestess mode, going into your higher self, your discernment, understanding that if you're highly intuitive and you're in this energy right here, you're going to be able to discern through the bullshit, and you're going to be able to see what is illusion and what is not. I don't think some of us are meant to be stuck in these paradoxes where we're waiting for somebody to come back to us because they're in third party situations and they're fucking fighting toxic shit and codependencies and stuff. I feel like a lot of us that are actually on twin flame journeys, we're actually doing the healing, and we're actually doing the work right alongside our counterparts, no matter where the fuck they're at, guys. No matter where our counterparts, they are healing and they are going through trials and tribulations just the same as we are. And I am being guided to tell you guys to not fall for all the bullshit that you hear and see with your physical eyes. You're going to have to start going within and being able to look at things with your metaphysical eyes, through the eyes of the priestess or the hierophant. Okay. Truly being able to trust the universe, that the universe is not going to send somebody into your life as a twin flame to fucking hurt you or to keep you bound and keep you stuck to lower level energies. I really, really feel very strongly like I had to come and deliver this message today, especially after a reading that I watched, Jasmine in July. You guys should go and like and subscribe to her channel. She channeled a video last night for the new moon energy and the DMDF collective. It's not only a message that I've been downloading a bit over the last several weeks and months, because I have done videos about the devil energy, explaining devil energy and how it works in metaphysics. But if you actually go back to some of my earlier videos from months ago, one of the divine masculines, I think it was the divine masculine reading, or yeah, it was one of the divine masculine reads where I actually talked about the devil card and shed some light on the devil and what his purpose is. I've talked about his purpose, restoring order to chaos. You may not see it because the devil is chaos, but he's also set in place within the universe to help restore order. Okay. First and foremost, we have to understand that. Secondly, we never can forget that Lucifer is one of the greatest master illusions ever. He is the master of illusions. He's the master of all masters of illusions, of all tricksters. Okay. So if you've ever felt like you've been tricked on this fucking journey of a twin flame journey, this is what I'm telling you right now, is to go within and actually start trusting your judgment, start using your discernment to remove all of your wants and your expectations from the situation, because I'm telling you right now, the things that you may be creating as blockages are probably blocking your twins from coming together. Okay? And it's also being stuck and being fixated on the outcome of things and not being able to let go and being trapped and being tied and bound, you know. This is really about us starting to illuminate what is really going on in our journey and how we navigate through that. Okay? Going through a complete rebirth from within, going through dark night of the soul, feeling like we're just fucking dead half the time, and then resurrecting ourselves from the ashes, you know, in order to become more enlightened, more free, and more of who we are meant to be as our high selves. This is what the twin flame journey is really about. You're going to awaken regardless, okay? This is what I want to tell you guys. It doesn't matter. If you're on a twin flame journey, it means that you're on a spiritual journey. You are on a contract here for a spiritual purpose here on earth. And you're going to ascend and you're going to awaken no matter who you come in contact with. Okay? I feel like I must remove some of these ideals from your minds right now because this is the best way that I can service you. This is the best truth that I can give you right now and the way that I can convey it to you. Okay? Is other people are going to tell you the same exact thing. They're just going to deliver it differently. You know what I'm saying? But to understand that the whole point of you to go through these situations that may seem like you're in a soulmate journey or you're on a twin flame journey or that this specific person that you're fixated on is your twin, it's highly possible that you don't even know because of the master of illusions trying to keep you stuck and bound instead of letting you become what you're meant to be. This is what we are meant to be as twin flames. But until we awaken ourselves and go within and kill some of the perceptions that we have and rebirth our minds for the highest good, this is going to keep us blocked. Okay? This energy right here is going to keep us stuck if we don't wake up. If we don't look past the illusions, if we don't rebirth ourselves from what we've learned, okay? Because that's what the whole point is. It's about giving us new beginnings and rebirth and understanding of why it's so hard for twin flames to come into union. This is why it is so hard for twin flames to come into union. Okay? Because we are stuck and we are fixated on specific things. And we have too many options. There are too many thoughts running through our minds. There are too many emotions having to discern from our emotions what is truth and what is not, and which cup is which, and which cup is ours for the taking, because we can only have one cup, right? We can only have one cup. So the devil, to keep us from having this, keeps us stuck in this energy. All right? So you have to go within. You have to trust your intuition. And if your soul is saying, I don't want to be stuck to someone who continuously hurts me, you need to let the connection go. Let it go. Because you have to end the cycle to begin a new one. For a new cycle to truly begin, for you to truly align with what is meant for you, you must let go of this ideas, expectations, perceptions, emotions. That's not saying you have to close off your heart chakra and shut out your DM or your DF, but to truly go within and ask yourself, to have your guides and spirit help you remove the illusions from you so that you can see and see clearly. Okay? Because I'm here to tell you that your twin flame would never want you to be hurt. Your twin flame would never purposefully break your heart and run the fuck all over you. Because your twin flame is just like you. Your twin flame is a being of love and light. And I'm being told to channel this message to you exactly this way. Because your twins are love and light. They are another opposite version of you. And when your twin flame comes to you, he will or she will be loyal to you and be loyal to your connection. Okay? This is devil trickery. Either catching you guys up in third party situations or having you believe that your masculine or your feminine are stuck in third party situations, and having this ideal will keep you in this confused energy. Okay? So, anyway, that is the main message that my spirit guides, the angels and masters and way showers wanted me to come to you and tell you today. So, now that I have channeled that message for you, they want me to pull cards for you guys because it's been a while. I'm going to pull cards. The top row of cards is going to be for, or the rows on this side are going to be for divine. The row in the middle is going to be for connected energy, and the 2 rows on this side are going to be for the energy of the divine masculines. Okay, I'm going to pull some cards and see where the divine feminines are at in their energy, and see where the divine masculines are at in their energy, and where the divine masculines and where the divine feminines are connecting right now. Okay, to those of you guys that see this video, please leave me some comments in the video. Even if you replay, it doesn't matter. A lot of you probably are going to replay this video. I'm seeing the 7 of Swords, which indicates deceptions, okay? And I have very highly intuitive notion that that is in relation to what I was talking to you guys about the devil card and what it means and why that shit energy traps us in illusions and traps us in the anxiety. Okay.
We are being censored.
I'm going to use the Wild Unknown Tarot.
I'm Joshua Phillip, senior investigator
for Divine Feminine
Times, and we stand for
energy
truth and tradition. 90% of news outlets in the United States are controlled by 6 corporations.
And I'm probably going to go ahead and pull 2 oracle cards for the connected.
Of the Epic Times is to chase the truth, to ground all statements and facts, and prevent people from being
guiding me to do this a little bit
isn't just a
different
mission
today.
of the paper, it's a mission of those involved in it. It's something we truly believe in. The Epic Times is independent. We're not controlled by any special interest, and we never will be. The Epic Times is a non-partisan media. That means we don't stand for any political party. Our values are truth. This is a battle between truth and deceit. A battle between forces that would enslave this country in darkness, and between a media that wants to present you with the truth. Subscribe today and join the Americans who are seeking truth and tradition. We'd love to have you on board.
All right. Swords. Okay, yep.
Do you know what the world's happiest superachievers all have in common? They share 8 specific mental thought models, and we'd like to share them with you. Hi, we're Mind Valley Academy, and together with Marissa Peer, Britain's...
Sorry about that, guys. I had to get some different music on. Okay, I'm going to use the Egyptian Tarot to pull the 3 cards for the middle, which would be the energy between the Divine Masculines and the Divine Feminines, and how they're connecting right now. I really love this deck. The Egyptian Tarot. Overall energy is 8 of Swords in reverse. Okay, we've got the 7 of Swords in reverse. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. I guess they wanted those cards out. Okay. Alright. And so we have Judgment at the bottom of the deck. This is Judgment. Card of Judgment. No. No, never mind. This is the Magician. This is what is being manifested right now between the twins, between the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine energies, which would be the Magician. Okay, and then I have the Fool. Split the deck. It's not funny, but you have the Tower and you have the Fool, guys. Alright, overall energy, Fool. What is going on with the Divine Masculine? Oh, he's in his Emperor stage. Okay, when they have the Knight of Pentacles, and you have the 5 of Wands. This is going to go back. Oh, you have the King of Pentacles under the Knight of Pentacles. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Man, okay. This is what I mean. Alright, I'm seeing battle cards from 2 different sides. You've got the Divine Feminine and the outcome, like it's about releasing the stress and anxiety of this connection with your Divine Masculine, okay? Because you have the Father of Cups next to the... You have the Father of Cups next to the Knight of Swords, okay? And this is the overall, this is the residual energy right now that the Divine Feminines are having to work on. It's releasing the anxiety of the, you're coming out of the broken heart stage. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. Just give me one more moment. Let me pick one. Let me just one more card for Divine Masculines. Okay, yep, there's the Devil, damn it. All right. And we have the overall energy is backwards, or the reverse 9 of Cups. Okay, with the overall energies, I'm going to start with the Divine Feminines. The overall energy is the Three of Pentacles. Okay. And we have the Fool in reverse underneath that. Okay. I'm also seeing another battle card. Okay, when I see the Five of Wands and I see the Five of Swords, Five of Swords indicates that there's a battle within the mind. Okay. Anyway, back to the beginning. The top two cards we have for the Divine Feminine are the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. The Divine Feminines, in their mind space, in their thoughts, are being asked to truly evaluate what it is that they are holding on to tightly to, and they're being asked to let it go, to release it, so that a new beginning can come in with the Ace of Cups, or with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay? What we're overcoming right now, the Divine Feminines, the overcoming is after heartbreak, having to rebuild and having to start over after a heartbreak. But some of us are actually in the energy of rebuilding because we've planted seeds. You know, it taught us lessons in life. You know, the heartbreaks that we've been through have taught us lessons and given us the ability to plant the seeds within our lives to actually regrow throughout our process, or to grow throughout our process. Okay, so this is about emotional recovery and being able to plant seeds and being able to truly discern what it is that you truly wanted to manifest by putting those thoughts out there into the universe and overcoming this situation of heartbreak, what you want new love to look like. Okay, that's the message that I'm getting for that card, or those two cards. And then that's what I mean, because we have right here, you know, we've put too much stress and worry and anxiety into the idea of who are, into the idea, I say, because the swords cards are about intellectual thoughts and contemplations. And what is it that's been keeping the Divine Feminines stuck and trapped in this anxious energy when it comes to our Divine Masculines? Okay. It's being illuminated for us right now. We're being asked to rebuild our perceptions, rebuild our ideas, because the tower has come. The tower did bring all that down for us, even brought that down for the Divine Masculines to have to evaluate in their lives, you know, eliminating the shit that keeps us up at night, eliminating the shit that keeps us stressed out, eliminating the shit that keeps us tied and anxious and holding on to energies that we should not need to hold on to tightly to anymore. This is about releasing the ideas that our perceptions are keeping us from letting go of and keeping us in this energy about. It's time to release, because if we truly want our divine counterparts to come in, it is about releasing those anxieties. It is about releasing the heartbreak and healing the broken heart. But the energies that you have between the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine is really overcoming the deception that we go through within our own minds, to actually embody the Queen of Pentacles energy. And this is a energy that the Divine Masculines and the Divine Feminines are actually both feeling from within right now, trying to get more grounded, trying to get more stability after the deception, after the betrayals, after the lies, after the deceit. You know, we've all been deceived, and that's usually the first thing that we do when we wake up on our process, when we wake up on our ascension and we find out that we are, more than what we've ever been taught. You know, a lot of us, that is where we've come out of the distortion, is removing the thoughts that deceive us, or removing the ideas of deception, because when someone else actually deceives us, or when we are in the energy of betrayal, we can always go within and actually look at that in self-retrospection to get grounded. And that is what the divine masculines and divine feminines right now are actually doing in this energy to get grounded and to be more abundant within the self. Okay, and it's also, this is the battle card that I was talking about. I see the 5 of Swords. Okay, this is about spiritual battles. This is about emotional battles that you fight within your mind, you know, and being able to actually release your truths and move forward like the Knight of Swords. Moving forward in the truth, moving forward with an intellect, moving forward and facing fears. This is about facing fears and removing the obstacles within the mind, removing illusions, removing that 7 of Swords deceptive energy, which is the devil, okay? And then over here in the divine masculine energy, we have the Emperor and the Knight of Pentacles together, and he's ready to move forward. He's ready to actually move in. He's actually ready to start something new. He's moving into new territory. Okay? Because this is what he's coming out of. The divine masculine, in his heart space, he's been battling with finances and he's been battling in the material world. This could also be fights with people who are, you know, very heated, passionate arguments. The divine masculine is ready to walk away from this. He's ready to get more grounded and he's ready to get more stable, because this masculine collective here that I'm picking up for, it doesn't like the drama. This man is more grounded. He's more stable. He's more loving and nurturing, because this king is a more loving and nurturing king. He doesn't like drama. He doesn't like bullshit, and he doesn't like fighting with people, and he definitely doesn't like confrontation. Okay, this could also be Capricorn and Virgo, Capricorn energy, what I'm feeling, because you do have the devil here, and there are 3 indications of earth cards here. So the masculine, what I'm getting from the gatherings of the earth card meanings and the Capricorn meanings, is the devil is not only here to temper the situation and to kind of put the masculine in this energy, he's having to, the masculine is having to break free from the chains now, because the feminine already has gone through that. The devil was months ago, because we were actually going through this awakening process here about where we wanted to go and how we wanted to get grounded and what we wanted to manifest, the seeds that we wanted to plant so that we could harvest, you know, our own Ace of Pentacles. And the divine feminines are in that energy right now, and they've manifested new beginnings. So the masculine right now is in the energy of getting himself grounded and kind of laying down the fight. And this is more of a spiritual here, because you have Wands energy. It's about fire, cleansing, intuition, action. He's actually putting forth action into moving out of those energies, because he's done with that shit. Divine feminine's done with that shit. Divine masculine's done with that shit too. You know, he wants to love, but the love that he's had in the past has kept him feeling trapped, okay, bound, and he's ready for new love. He's ready for the new lessons that are coming. And I kind of feel like this energy is actually pushing the masculine toward the divine feminine. This energy is actually pushing the masculine and the feminine to speak their truth and to come from a place of love. Because what they've seen in the past is not love. It's not truth. It's all been deceptions. And the divine masculines and the divine feminines are both feeling this very, very strongly right now together. They're both seeing through the illusions. They're both seeing through the bullshit. They're both understanding that what they had in the past was not what was meant for them. It was not serving them. It was only there to teach them a lesson. And the divine masculine is actually starting to see through the illusions. He's starting to see how he can remove himself from this energy, and it is in this energy right here that he is actually doing it. And his determination and his strength to actually move forward. It is pushing this energy into his higher understanding. He's starting to get a higher understanding of this energy. And there for a while, it may have been a battle for the divine masculine, but I think he's getting very, very clarified on it now. Because he wants to rebuild. He wants to rebuild his life. The divine feminine is ready as well, but the divine masculine is ready to rebuild. Three of Pentacles. Okay, I'm going to get some clarifiers to what is it that the divine feminine needs to let go of right now to start her new journey, or to bring in the Ace of Pentacles. What does the divine feminine need to bring into removing the deception of energy, letting go of the ideas of deception, and standing in the self-reflection of the entire truth. Standing in the self-reflection of the higher truth and removing the deceptive energies from your thought process. And letting go. There's that Four of Pentacles again. So the divine feminine has to let go of deception. And let go of the specific idea of perception that she had about the divine. Okay, what can the divine feminine right now do to overcome the obstacles of anxiety about her King of Cups? She needs to get very passionate about herself. This is the Ace of Wands. Recognizing the passion within yourself is the best way to transmute fear, anxiety, and fuel your creation. It is the quickest way for you to get out of a form of depression, is to know that you have the power within to create, and you have the power within to actually balance this out within your own energy. You can always call in your divine counterpart when you're not focused on them so hard. And not letting the devil take control of that. Getting very grounded and knowing that everything that is meant for you is coming. Because you're the Queen of Cups. There's your counterpart to your King of Cups. Your soulmate is going to come in, divine feminine. Because this is predestined. Predestined for you guys. Okay, so where's the Emperor coming in with the Knight of Pentacles? Please tell me what the divine masculine is wanting to bring in with this offer of the Knight of Pentacles and the Emperor. What is divine masculine wanting to bring in? He's wanting to bring in a message. Okay? Because he's in his full energy. He wants new beginnings. He's trusting and he's having faith and he's very passionate about this. When he meets you, when you meet your twin flame, they're going to be very, very passionate about you. They're going to trust in the connection. Okay? Because this is whether you've met your divine masculine, whether you've met, this doesn't matter if you've met your divine counterpart or not, or if you have or have not. Okay? You guys know what I meant. Have or have not. It doesn't matter. But when you meet your counterpart, they're going to come in with passion, and they're going to come in full energy, okay? They're going to want new beginnings with you. They're not going to want to run from this connection. They're going to be trusting in the unknown. They're going to be having faith in it. This is for the divine masculine energy, Emperor. This is what the Knight of Pentacles wants to bring to you, divine feminine. Alright, we have the Three of Cups. Okay, this is not about third-party situations. This is about the divine masculine wanting to lay down the battle so that he can celebrate. He's ready to celebrate. He's ready to have good times. He's ready to embody this loving energy that he's feeling from within, from deep within, that Knight of Cups energy. And this is the more that divine masculine is getting grounded, the more of this energy he's starting to feel. Like the Five of Cups is now in reverse. The divine masculine is no longer going through his mourning process. He's actually more in his King of Wands energy. He's feeling very passionate. He's feeling this connection, even if it is just on a 5D level and you guys have never met before, okay? This is whether you have met or whether you have not. Divine masculine is feeling this King of Wands, very passionate energy, very much wanting to move forward into something new or something that makes him happy. He is wanting to move toward his happiness. He's wanting to move toward his bliss because the divine masculine knows what it feels like to hit rock bottom and feel like deathless death. He doesn't want that anymore. He doesn't want that anymore for himself. So he is ready to move on to more passionate things, more, joyful times. Because the divine masculine himself is a joyful energy. Knight of Swords. And he's ready to stand in his damn truth, okay? He's not playing. He is not playing. He's tired. He has things to do. He has decisions to make. He's tired of all that shit. He's tired of juggling the bullshit. He's ready to get more grounded and more stable. He is moving toward his own stability. He is stable. His masculine's got his shit together. Okay? Just like you have your shit together. This masculine has his shit together. There is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay? This is what the divine masculine wants to bring into his abundance right now with the Nine of Cups. Okay? This is what the divine masculine, along with the divine feminine, they're both manifesting this right now. So help me clarify, Spirit, for what is the final message about the Devil card? It's about the Two of Swords. It's about knowing that you have the choice, divine masculine. Divine masculines. This is about you guys knowing, and divine feminines too, this is about you guys knowing that you have the choice to start over and to create new beginnings for yourselves anytime that you desire. This is the truth about decision making. You can choose to be stuck in wins, or you can choose to move forward in the High Priestess energy and make the decisions that are going to best suit you. And it's also about making decisions and is if you guys have been stuck, divine masculines, if you guys have been stuck in an energy of not knowing how to move forward because this is contemplating within your mind, the clarification to the Two of Swords is to move away from anything that keeps you stuck. This is the Six of Swords. Move away from any energies that make you feel stuck, trapped, hurt, pained, mournful. depressed, or suicidal, move away from it. Because it's the devil energy trying to keep you stuck. It is not your twin flame. If a person is hurting you beyond measure, you're not on a twin flame journey. This is not your twin flame. Especially if they could abuse you. Some of you this is a message for some of you divine masculines out there who have been emotionally abused. Some of you divine masculines have been emotionally abused, and to a degree, some of these fucking karmics out there have been physically abusive to you guys, putting their hands on you where they shouldn't, putting you in situations like they're not in a divine energy. Okay? And nobody would want to go into sacred union with somebody who would hurt you. Okay? And this message goes for divine feminines as well. If you're in a situation where you are being hurt on purpose, deliberately, with intentions, if someone is in the energy of making you feel like shit on purpose and they know that what they're doing is hurting you and they don't care, or they're not trying to make amends, or they're not in a process of growth to know what they're doing is wrong and it is hurting you and it is toxic, move away from it. It's time to let go. The Four of Pentacles is asking you to let go of the situation, of the person, of the people, the places, and things that are causing you to feel like you have to make decisions. Because one decision is revolving around moving into something that is good for you, and another decision is what's harming you. Okay? So if you guys are stuck in the middle of a decision and you don't know whether or not you should walk away because this energy is toxic, what Spirit is telling you that it is time to walk away because the energy is toxic. And it just might be blocking you from your own happiness, your own bliss. Okay? It's time to love yourself as the King of Cups and as the King of Wands. Divine Feminines, you the same. You as the Queen of Cups and you as the Queen of Swords. Be standing in your truth. Nine of Pentacles. It's about moving into that Ten of Pentacles energy. Grounding things out. Making things, getting stability. This is about stability for you guys. Okay? Queen of Pentacles. Alright, so anyway, yeah, it's about removing this energy. Be the Queen of Wands, Divine Feminine, because the King of Wands is here. Alright? It's time to know that you have the power to change all of this shit for yourselves, Divine Feminines. Divine Masculines, you have the power to change this within yourselves too. It's time to eliminate the anxiety within and abilities right now. You need to trust in your own abilities. The deceptive energy, keep blocked. It's about knowing that you guys have options, are the option, and the Six of Wands and the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands and the Six of Wands. This is about victory. This is about having victory in your choices. This is about being victorious, being passionate, moving forward, making the right choices for yourself, using your discernment, using your intuition. Wands are always about intuition too. Wands are very intuitive cards. Okay. Queen of Wands again. All right, now I'm going to pull one final message from the Wisdom of the House of Night. forgive my cards. These guys got blessed in a new moon cycle a couple of months ago, so they did get warped, but I still love these cards. So we're going to pull a message from the goddess Nyx tonight. What does the goddess Nyx want you guys to know right now? This lesson right now is about self-worth. Know your worth. Okay? Know your worth. Understand that the differences between you are like yin and yang. Indestructible balance, guys. The indestructible balance between the twins. No matter where they are, no matter who they are to you, no matter whether or not you've met them or not, your twin is helping you bring in balance. Okay? You're not doing this alone, divine feminines. Divine masculines, you're not doing this alone either. Okay? Your divine counterparts are out there. They do have your back. Okay? The universe has your back. No matter where you guys are, together, in union, or in separation, whether you have met them or whether you have not. Okay? You guys will come together. And if you're not coming together in the physical, just know that you're together in 5D all the time. Okay? Your masculine and your feminine are never far away from you. Okay? This knowledge and this attainment will bring about fulfillment to you. You guys will fulfill your destiny. You guys will fill up your cup of love. You guys will come together in union. You guys will be fruitful. That pomegranate right there, that's the knowledge. You have all the knowledge that you need to bring in this balance, divine masculines, divine feminines. All right? You guys are honestly wishing for each other. You guys are truly drawing each other in, whether you believe it or not. Okay, one final message next. Please, dear goddess. Okay, don't sit in self-denial. Okay? Denial, period. Try not to let denial be the thing that blocks you. Be open to all possibilities. Even if you say that you're not in control and you don't want control and you're letting go, you need to remove that self-denial and don't be rigid about it. Okay? Some of you guys need to release control. It's about being rigid, knowing where you belong, knowing that whatever belongs, whatever is meant for you. Don't deceive yourselves in this devil-like energy. Don't deceive yourselves into limitations, okay? Don't put limits on yourselves. And if you're on a twin flame journey, truly, do not put limitations on your partner, okay, and where they're at in life. That is very, very deceptive. It can be very self-deceptive and very self-sabotaging, okay? And that was the whole purpose of this message. Letting go so that you can let new shit come in. Letting go of the past. Remember, like I don't have the angel, the Lover's Angels cards by what's her face, Doreen Virtue or whatever it is. The angel, the angel love messages. The one that always says, release your ex. I don't know why, but my guides are channeling that card in my head right now, and I don't have it in my hand to show you, but it's the romance angels. It's the romance angel deck that has the card that says, release your ex. That popped in my head when this letting go card comes out. And beginning of the video when I was talking about the devil energy and what it will do to twin flame connections, okay? The devil energy doesn't want twin flames to come into union, guys. Very deception, like keeping us tied or stuck to an ideal that one of our exes could be our twin flame. No, I don't think so. Our twin flame would never hurt us. I really think that we need to start reiterating that truth into some of our readings that you watch. If it's not resonating with you, don't sit there and watch it, and don't force that shit upon you. You know, you have the choice of what kinds of energies you let in and what energies flow out of you. So make sure that when you are watching these videos, you remember oaths that you made to yourself. Okay? When a twin flame makes an oath to you, they will keep it. That is what I'm being reminded of. Your twin flame will believe that. Your twin flame's not going to fuck around on you. Your twin flame's not going to cheat on you and throw you in the trash and then expect you to wait on them all your damn life. No, your twin flame is not going to do that to you. Different situations may call for different things, and I'm not going to say that there won't be some deception and there wouldn't be temptations, okay? Because that's what the devil energy is about. Whether we meet each other, you know, some of us may have those dynamics where you meet each other, you fucking fall head over heels in love with each other, and then the divine masculine away and the divine masculine goes to the divine feminine, and then bam, you're in separation, and then you have to wait and do certain shit to learn how to come back into union, metaphysically trying to balance the paradox of energy between the divine feminine and divine masculine. Okay, some of you guys have gone through this dynamic. Some of you guys do have to face these things, you know, but like I said, every twin flame union, every twin flame connection is completely different. And when we house the specific ideas that twin flame unions have to be this way, and this is the way they are, and this is the only dynamic there is, then we are truly limiting ourselves. We are truly creating major blocks that at the end of the day, we're going to be reminded that we have a contract. We have a contract with spirit, and our divine soulmates, our divine counterparts are going to be fucking loyal to us, period. There is no denying it, okay? You just have to know that when you meet your twin flame, that you belong together, okay? That you are destined, that you are fated. This has been a message brought to you by brandinimojo. I want to give you my last message of love and light. I want to tell you all that I love you. I want to give you my thanks to those of you that subscribe to my channel. If you do subscribe to my channel, please hit the notification bell. That way you can get notified the next time I go on live. My readings will be more consistent. I will be coming to you guys live every weekend to give you several different kinds of messages. On Friday nights, I am going to host the weekends read for the divine soulmates, the divine masculines, and the divine feminines. And then on Saturdays and Sundays, we're going to do a mixture of horoscope reads and just overall collective reads, whatever it is that Spirit wants me to channel to you guys. If you guys want to book personal readings with me, you can message me at pearlofthec13@gmail.com. You can follow me. You can also find me as brandinimojo on onlinepsychics.live. You can book appointments with me Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. For right now, I'm taking, it does take me 24 hours to actually respond. And if you do hit my PayPal or my Venmo, which I will have to go in and update. Like if you send me a message and you book a reading with me, then I will send you my PayPal and my Venmo links. Just stay tuned. If you guys want to, you can follow me on Facebook at brandydye, facebook.com, or you can join my group, Tribal Awakening, on Facebook, and you can follow me along with other light workers that I have connected with and so far what I have vibed in my tribe. So you guys can follow me on Facebook. I have the Tribal Awakening group that you can join, and I share other light workers' messages. Other light workers are a part of Tribal Awakening, so you can see what Tribal Awakening is all about if you would like to join my tribe. So I just want to thank you once again for tuning in to these messages, and Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to be a clear channel for the collective. I want to send love and light to all of you guys. Have a good night, have a good evening, have a good morning, and have a good afternoon. This has been a message from brandinimojo in transmission.